Ah. Hello? Oh, man. What a sleepy timeline. Oh. All right. Woo. This is it. This is where we confirm all the training. Candle time. Definitely need some candles. How are we doing, Leo? Happy Wednesday. A little siege going. I'm tired. Wednesday on the second week. So school I'm at splits the timetable into A week and B week. Not a fan. So you get a different timetable each week. Same class is just different order. So Wednesday on a B week, I have meeting at 25 past 8. 5 lessons, break duty, choir at lunch, and then after school rehearsals. So it is constant right through for me at 25 until at least 4. These are the things we do for what we love. All right, boom. That's it. All right, what is this? Skip.
Disabling Sephiroth's restraints now. Good luck.
What are the Darkness we've listened to a bit? The Diablo Armament? Void Arc? Yeah. I hope you had an eventful day. Nice. Van Toidle. Ooh, huge Southwind roll. Very nice fight. Like that. Like that. Oh, dear. All right. Nice, very nice. Oops, was meant to shop. No problem. Come back the way anyway. Here we go. Early. Go. That might have been late. Miss B, B1, scale Miss B, C3. Got it. BB, B2. Fight. Lovely. The max I'll actually need is 8 potions. I actually only have to buy 2 here. Or do I need a spare? No, 3. 3 is what I need, not 4. Oh, but 4 is convenient because that's a quick option. So we'll just buy 4. 4 makes sense. Buy. Stop going to the new game. I hate that that's the default option. Also enable only for music and art classes. Oh, amazing. What a wonderful school. So schools are supposed to, like, literally people do teacher training in primary music, and like so few schools have them. It's really sad. So B Miss, Scale Miss B, Scale Miss B. Yeah. All right, so I think it's a different fight if we have to do it a second one. So let me just try this up right, up left fight. And then fight, potion, fight. Double. Nice. We're good. And this gets me the level H5 as well. Well, that's sad to hear, but, you know, hopefully they're excellent at, you know, other things, which is what you would expect. I mean, we all know singing's not easy by any means, but at the same time, put time and effort into the craft. And really, like the other biggie, in my opinion, comes to the student experience. So, fair enough, maybe there are things that you're not great at. But, like, I mean, I've seen non-specialists at primary do music stuff, but I've also seen so many times where schools were like, oh, we didn't get time to do this reading activity today, or we didn't get time to do this maths activity today, so we're just gonna not do the music activity or the art activity or the, you know, oh, we didn't get the sport thing yesterday, and like what they'll do is scrap the arts for it, which is so disappointing to see. And the thing is, like, there's a national curriculum in the UK for Key Stage 2 music. So there are actually specific things that you're supposed to have in terms of knowledge and understanding. Bless me. Going into secondary school, and it almost never happens. So one of those sad things is then you grow in some regards expectant that when the students join you in year 7 or high school or whatever it is, that they won't know anything, which isn't what it should be. And then it will be whoever the fortunate people who got like lessons on an instrument or of a musical family or whatever. And then they're like so much further ahead than the rest of the class. That's always the most difficult thing to work with. Like, I would imagine most people who go to secondary school have a fairly similar experience and understanding as far as literacy and numeracy goes, like your English and maths. But as far as creative arts, it can be such a varied experience. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2. I mean, generally speaking, it was more likely to not do Bahamut than do Bahamut. I mean, the other thing is we've done a little bit of it's we reckon minimum hundreds of hours in real time, which is not, as I said, skip. There's such an effort to get through. We got any bops? I go through all my Japanese list. We'll go from here. I don't know what any of these are. But yeah, so it's a case of, I mean, there are multiple things as far as considerations go, which include the fight functions identically. Whether you win or run, nothing changes mechanically, gameplay. There's no extra dialogue or anything like that. But the idea was also to have the understanding to do it. So in a world where we were going to do destroy Bahamut or kill Bahamut 1, the most important thing was knowing how to do it. So having that was like the most important thing, and then deciding whether or not to do it. So as far as practice goes, there's no real benefit to doing it. Because it's still like it's just normal manips to get the onion gear, and then just grinding levels. That's all it is. So for practice, you don't really need to practice that. I mean, you can practice the manips for sure, and then also adjusting them or whatever. But yeah, tricky one. Love it. Love a Wii school show. Always appreciate it. Because, like, you get, like, in preschool, primary school, and stuff for you. You'll do, like, a nativity and a little performance. And it builds that normalcy around performance, which is really important. Like, that can be one of those things that is so daunting, and the idea of getting up in front of people or speaking in front of people, regardless of what the activity is. And having the confidence to do your thing. Yes, the art of performance is sacred in my room, in all forms, and it will not be besmirched. People learn very quickly how seriously I take it. We all are. Yes. So sneezy today. Bless me. Oof. Yes, you can. Love that. All right. Oh, I know dancing. Ew. I reckon I could just actually leave this meth. Just curious. If I just leave the water flying in 4. Some of these things I don't think I actually need to move. Try it and see what happens. Code A. Push into 1. Water fangs now on 2. Full core over one of the weekend. We do love the weekend. We love the weekend here. Yeah, I mean, I've honestly like adapted some things in a big way. For my students here. Just because of their experience is just not up to power. And it's like, oops. It's you've got this thing and you should be able to do and you just can't. And it's not like even the high ability ones who like are interested and invested, whatever, just can't do it because they've never done it. And I'm just like, how is your musical understanding so low, really? And it's always sad to see. But it's also not especially uncommon either. Which might be even more of a bummer. But I don't know. Like, I know what teaching music is to me and how I do it and how I value it. But it seems like, from what I can tell, some people are a little less interested in the academic learning side of things, in the attempt to just make it fun. Fun's great. Love fun. Big fan of fun. but it really shouldn't be the expense or at the expense of learning in a school. So we've done some big overhauls. But we get people who are practicing every day at break and lunch and are just hanging out in the department. This is really important to me. Always impress upon students like music is a safe place, that everyone is welcome. I don't care if you do music or not. Ooh. Forgot to do a wee small thing in this way. Yoop. So, I feel like there's been an amount of culture shift. It's great. Irving. Please, magic dwarf, let me through. I have much desire. Please tell me where Gandalf is, for I have much desire to speak with him. Talk to the Horde. I really hope 20 is all I need for the Otterhead. I definitely counted it last run, but I don't have 100% faith. I should, because it was, we tested it. It's gonna work. We've got the right amount of Otterhead. 20 is plenty. Man, Titan theme is just everywhere in the 14 soundtrack, no? So what I actually think I've done is I've downloaded the soundtrack, but I've also got all the albums in Japanese. That's my assumption. So I've actually just got the entire soundtrack 2 times. Could be wrong. But maybe I should go through the tracks and see, because I feel like there are like dupes everywhere. Hey, I should start noting them down. I mean, this one is just called, I don't know. What's this one? Because supposedly I have 38 hours of music. But I feel like I've heard the same thing almost every day. I even turned off the shuffle because I was like, the random shuffle's not shuffling randomly. Right, let's find something we've not heard before. This is the one that goes do 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 do, I think. I don't know if I know this. Good enough. Very hobbity, very Shire-like. Shire. Good day, hobbits. Are you having a hobbiting good time? Oh, yes, I am. Feeling very hobbity today. And a good hobbit to you, too. Hobbit, you say? Ah, my dear. Hello, fellow hobbit. In Hobbiton, how are you finding the door that you enter your home into lately? Oh, yes. I find the fact that the door handle is in the middle of the door completely usable and entirely practical. I see. Well, that is jolly lovely to know. Did you notice that they took our aesthetic in the film Wicked? I did notice. Did you see the rolling fields? Very hobbity. Shall we complain? No, a hobbit's job is not to complain, only to other hobbits. Ah, yes, indeed. We wouldn't want our neighbors knowing that we exist, would we? No. Only hobbity, 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 hobbity. I need to listen. That will not do. It was late, but we got there. Tell you what, not only is this music very hobbity, it's also very Pokemon-esque. Have you been to Cerulean City lately? Why, yes, I have. The water gym is particularly taxing this time of year. But lovely. It's good to see those pesky rockets have been evicted once and for all. I agree. Oh, look, it's Cynthia. I love Cynthia. All right, moving on. Continue to surprise me, music. Do I know this? It's peaceful town music. Don't know if I recognize it. Thanks for that. That R sound is like, it's impossible. So I trust then it was not the highest of quality advert you've seen for a French product then? Dior. Oh, the making. Oh, gosh. Was she getting... Did she have a vocal coach? I am also glad, son daddy. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, you don't need to see sometimes how the sausage is made. You know, words are hard. I've always said it. It's been true for the last hundreds of years, and it's true to this day. Words are hard. So I trust that there actually one of those guttural R signs in the R of Dior. I've always thought it was just Dior or like Dior. But is it Dior? Dior. Yep. There you go. As you can see, I've clearly been practicing my R sounds in French very hard since the last time I proved that I couldn't do it in any capacity whatsoever. Oops. Please arrow them all. Ah, well, that's... Bless me. That's a pretty cringy line, in my humble opinion. Imagine that. I sure am, son Danny. Yeah, and like obviously you want a catchy like hook type thing for your product. I understand that. But like really? J'adore le parfum de Dior. Dior. J'adore. I don't know if there's any of you have come across the guy that's blowing up in the beatbox world for his track Dopamine. I like genuinely, it has been literally all over my feed. I am not a beatboxer, so I couldn't even approximate anything like what it is. And the problem is it's catchy as well. So it's good. I like it. It was like the, what was the Johnny Depp ad? I say the Johnny Depp ad as if there's a huge range of his performance style in his ads, but there's like one where he's literally just like in a desert. It's another one for like a perfume or something. But he's like dragging a guitar in the desert. No, fair enough. I understand. Johnny Depp plays guitar. Great guitar player. Fine musician. Has toured some fabulous people. I get it. I am a fan of his musical journey. But he's just walking through a desert, dragging a guitar along the ground. And it's like, Chanel. You know what I mean? All right, so see exactly. This is the thing. Sauvage. Sorry, what? Let me wow you with my acoustic guitar. Son. Sauvage. 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 Did I save and hard reset? I guess we'll find out. Very cool. But all these beatboxers doing their subharmonics and stuff, just so cool. Oh, I am Goose. Oh, I understand. I am silly. Is okay. Catchy. But, yeah. Some of those guys have got serious chops. Because you have to do, like, some pretty advanced vocal techniques to do some of the beatbox stuff that I guess a lot of people probably wouldn't know. And I would imagine a number of beatboxers won't associate it with singing, but they'll associate it with, like, oh, this is just beatboxing stuff. It's very, very cool. There was a time when I was like, I'd like to get into beatboxing. Not like any necessarily like serious way, or certainly not for competition or anything like that. But I was just like, it's a cool thing, and I think it would be neat to have some amount of skill in it. I did not do well. But I can't do subharmonics now. It's not very well. But they're not easy. That's important to know. Oh. Right, down. Oh gosh, I just overstepped by a millennia of steps. Righty toit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our lovely Grieg music now. Approximation of In the Hall of the Mountain King. Cavey vibes. Very appropriate for the area that we're currently in. Oh, I guess I could always cheat as well. I forgot I have my vocal chain of things, which I haven't yet found opportunity to use. But I should. Like,
Like this one. Balloon. We all remember this, but more.
So I've set up multiple. Speak friends. Let's be friends. So previously, what I had to do, or not had to do, but I was using VST plugins built into OBS for the Opera, and I was manually doing like octave up, octave down. So now, oh wait, did I not count the 18 right? Sure, I counted the 18 right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 17. But these are now have built-in effects to the mixer, which is amazing. So I've only like set up a few on this page, but yeah, basically we've got the classic reverb and echo. This is designed for singing. I've probably overdone it just a little, but that's okay. When you're singing, people don't even realize, like you gotta throw, like you might be surprised just how much reverb people put on. And if there's one thing we've learned from Devin Townsend, you can never have too much echo. Like that's just truth. So then I've got the octave up. I've got the octave, the octave.
I also have the octave up. So that's very important as well. So this one, so these are just literally just one octave up, one octave down. So these will be very useful for the opera. Oops. Yeah, it can be. So, I mean, like, reverb is just reverberation. So that's just how the sound bounces in the space. Echo is like a literal direct repeat, which can also happen as a result of the acoustical or acoustic properties of the place that you're in. Like, if you're singing in harmony, it means you're singing different notes at the same time. You can also just have backing. Like, it doesn't have to be in harmony. It can just be backing singers. That's another thing. So I've got those. Then I've also got this.
By the way, get ready to this sound's not necessarily going to be pleasant. So this one is supposed to evoke the sound of speaking into a megaphone. So I also would need to play with my vocal delivery to evoke the most accurate portrayal of the setting. But this is a megaphone.
And then this one's, yeah, it's also that 80s radio kind of like.
Welcome to the land of yesteryear. By Jove, there are blimps flying everywhere.
That's the kind of that's my kind of thought for where I to use it, what I would use it for. This one's, I think if I vary my pitch, but this is like one of those voice modulators. You know, I don't really know how to describe other than saying it's a voice modulator, but, people would associate this kind of sound with, why have I got the Firefly also in R2? I've kidnapped. Singing, give me, bring $1 million to the theater. Is exactly what it is.
But I love the reverb and echo. I love the reverb and echo. But like, so the thing is, I can put it to the microphone, or I can like actually just add it. So yeah, I can also add it to any of the sources I want. So for example, let me go back to my other scene. Oh, of course. Why would you be able to hear me every time I press a button that mutes the darned microphone? Everything does this. So the thing is, I'm controlling OBS using the mixer via MIDI, but there are quite a few things on it which are considered channel 0 or like input 0. So yeah, I just have to be. That's the most common thing. So I just need to learn like all the buttons whenever I press it that mutes the mic, because quite a lot of them do. Anyway, so then I can change like the EQ and all that stuff and the panning and whatever. I don't have a drum machine, but I can program. I can program the. It's got smart pads, so I can program. This should be correct. If anyone wants to let Yasha know that I don't have a drum machine, but I do have smart pads that are programmable through MIDI, that could be very, very nice of someone. Yep, all good. Wait, where my brick? Thanks, PCAT. Appreciate that. So yeah, so there are 8 pads, and as far as I can tell, I can program as many channels as I want. So if I was a rich man, I see. But yeah, if I was playing everything through an audio interface, not an audio interface, what am I talking about? A digital audio workstation, then I would be able to set the pads to certain drum sounds. Absolutely. I know. Would you like some Yaz with that? Uh-oh. I goofed my movement like heck. Might work. Wait, it might work? It won't work. No. Instead of doing 2 loops, I did 1 loop. I think it's how you get onto the, like where you get on the tile from, maybe is the thing that matters most. I don't really know. Because I know in FF1, if you come onto one tile from a certain direction, it'll change the encounter you get. Man, I had like such a love-hate relationship, I guess, with the Grand Tour. So like I really wanted to enjoy it because I really like Top Gear. And like the first season was on, I was like, I don't know about this. It felt very Americanized. It felt very corporate. It felt very like, oh no, this isn't very natural. But then they did other things. And they did some specials, and they did like the semen one and all that kind of stuff. And it's obviously it's over now. They've ended it, and the ending I thought was absolutely stunning. So the first season, I wasn't really super big on. I was like, nah. Well, American in so much as, so they've got the Amazon budget. So like the whole like blowing the celebrities up, but not actually interviewing them. You know, there were a number of segments in the first series that I think a lot of people didn't particularly like. But yeah, like the specials is like, that's the thing I think people enjoy the most, and that's what I enjoy. So like any of those I can watch. So when they go, or when they went to like France, and when they did the Germany one, the Scotland one during lockdown or whatever that was, and when they went to Vietnam, those are all awesome. I really enjoy those. But I do think the final series was standout, and the final episode was like, you stuck the landing, well done. Like, that was good. That was really good. Yeah, 100%. And they I mean, they really do like play off each other incredibly well. Like, there's no wonder like why the three of them have been so successful. Well done. Well parked. I wish I had magic for this fight, but it's just not worth switching to red mage for it. Red wizard, sadly. But yeah, that's one I've enjoyed. I didn't get super into a lot of the other ones. Like I know Hammond did a touring show with a friend of his. I don't know if they just went on bikes or they went on other things, but I wasn't super into that. R-Man in Japan, when then became R-Man in Name a Country with May. Didn't get into that. I can't remember what you call it, but it was the one where May dismantles things and then builds them again. That I didn't think was especially interesting. But a number of the things that they've got on YouTube, like the Drive Tribe or the Food Tribe, I'm guessing is probably what it is. Some of that stuff's pretty fun. And then, like, oh, Clarkson's Farm. I love Clarkson's Farm. Absolutely. Nothing short of. Like, that was just all net. So the only reason I know about them is because I have Amazon Prime, and they're all Amazon Prime shows. So no, that'll be your thing. So Drive Tribe and Food Tribe are all on YouTube. But Clarkson's Farm and the R-Man in Japan and all those ones are all they're all YouTube, or sorry, they're all Amazon shows. But yeah, I think Clarkson's Farm has really taken off as an entity in and of itself. I think they're on season 4. And it is one of those ones where, like, part of the really cool thing is that they just film it and when it's ready, it comes out. Which is pretty neat, honestly. And, you know, they commit to it and do it well. So it's like... you know, maybe it comes out once a year, or another season comes out once a year, and for some things you'd be like, oh, but it's 8 episodes or whatever it is, and it's like, that's not acceptable, and you're like, well, no, it is. Like, I guess there are no rules anymore. In the age of streaming services, it's all just like, oh yeah, this show that was going to come out, we've cancelled it. Oh, we're doing reshoots. It's not right. It's going to come out next year. Okay. Like, what in the world are they doing with Doctor Who? That's ridiculous. I've just not watched the new stuff. So, like, something that used to be like 30-minute like episodes. 12. And then there was like, what, 20 in a season, and then it was like 12 in a season, and 10 and all that. And now it's 8 episodes. And then once a year. So it's like you watch them and it's like, oh, okay, well, now I'm not invested. And I guess I'll just like watch some other stuff for a bit. And then it comes back and you're like, oh, this show that I used to watch. I wonder what's happening with it now. Oops. So yeah, I've heard like some good things about the first season. I have watched an episode or two that was notably rated well. Whatever do you mean? People love Jamie Oliver. I just want to check I've written this right. So up, left, down, left, up, left, down, left, up, left. Yeah. Love Gordon. Big fan of Ramsey. Have been forever. Love Hell's Kitchen. Was absolutely gutted. It took like 3,000 years for season 21 or whatever it was. Like, I think when I'd read about it, it was something to the effect of like, I think it was season 21 where it was filmed however long ago and it took over a year to release. Like, I think it might be on Fox or something like that. And they literally had the whole thing and they're like, well, we just don't have a place to put it. You know, we can't schedule it or whatever the thing was. And I'm just like, catch yourself on. So then I just completely forgot about it, and then it was like, wait, it's there. But that's, I guess that's just what it is now. Don't know if I've heard of Anthony Bourdain. May have. Doesn't ring a bell. I mean, I also am like really bad at names, right? Let me Google and I'll tell you in a sec. Oh, like the okay. Yes. I know that show. Wow, died in 2018? Whoa. Oh no. Oh, I did actually watch there was a TV service thing that had the Food Channel on it. Or the Food Network. Part-time child's recruiting collaborated with Eddie Clipart. Junior at the working word about doing missed dinner and breakfast. Only fun. Yeah. I think the word we have to use in the internet is unalived. Le Chambord Hotel. near Colmar, 61 years old. Appeared to be impulsive. Wow. I had no idea. I'm so bad at keeping up with things. Oh. Like, that's one of those scary things when, like, people talk about age and they're like, the only 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, the only way age X would be considered young is if Y happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 16. That would be one of those examples. 100%. I love Dark Cloud. Love it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I actually have a copy of it in my, I was about to say instrument store. But what I meant to say was, where are my games? But the question is whether or not it's NTSC or PAL. That is the great leveler. Because there are a number of games that I've got that are also named differently depending on what country they're from. Yeah, Dark Chronicles called Dark Cloud 2 in the US. Yeah. I think I have the NTSC version. Because I think, if I remember correctly, I distinctly remember then, i.e. Close to War, running Dark Cloud 2? I played it years ago. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20. And I was like, this seems like just so much fun. And I loved that. I loved it. It just seemed really fun to play. Don't know if I actually used it. All right, of course I didn't. You had an American PS2? Amazing. I didn't even know there was such a thing as an American PS2 until I started speedrunning. And then it all went down from there. And it was like, oh, okay. Oh, wow. I mean, I can get an original Nintendo. And I can RGB mod it, so I can play in RGB. Very cool. Oh, what? That costs £180 or something? Oh, okay. Good to know. Oh, what? You want a brand new PlayStation 2 in box? Of course you do. Because you think that'll have faster load speeds, right? Obviously. Why would it not? That'll be £250. And all that kind of stuff. It's going great, Focraft. So this is the final test to make sure the route works. And we're in the final dungeon, and so far everything has been perfect. Yeah. What's up, Albot? How's it going? Yeah, as I was just saying. Everything so far has been absolutely spot on. Thank you very much indeed. Oops. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Because we get the Ragnarok and that'll change my inventory anyway, which is why not to do the menu there, but to do it here. Sorry, what? It's fine. I probably just miscalculated. It happens. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Let me just fix this to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It is worth mentioning, by the time we got here last night, I was really tired, so probably just a small maths error. God damn it. Okay, it's fine. Literally just because it's invisible tiles. Probably all it is. Okay, yeah. These don't increment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no way I could have burned any steps, right? Because currently I'm one step behind where I think I am. Oh, okay. Let's make sure I didn't accidentally double potion, first of all. Because that's important. Obviously, everything immediately breaks as soon as I say everything's working perfectly. There is a chance that I accidentally double potioned, which would advance my steps by 1. So let's just go back to the Scylla fight, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. That's correct. Ragnarok, Guardian. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, never mind. I just can't do maths. Whatever. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so everything's just off by 1. That's great. Love that. Love that so much. Love that for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Elevar has a go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I 100% forgot I did that. So I've had the General Kenobi command for quite a while, but also like obviously you can set commands to function or operate in different ways. So most places on let's just say Twitch, generally speaking, you have to do exclamation mark. To activate a command, and you don't have to for a lot of things and bits and pieces. So yeah, I set that one. Just to go off where someone says it. It has no other function other than to respond. Yeah, I don't really know where like the whole like exclamation mark whatever came from. Like I don't know who started it or why it became a thing. So I don't know many channels who don't use exclamation point for commands. Well, I can confirm it's not your first message in chat, NCAT. No problem. Apologies. Makeup and dodge the DHL bus. Oof. Oh yeah, the clip thing. Well, I'm trying to bring. Well, that's okay. I'm not gonna say I'm trying to bring clips back. That's ridiculous. I am not that level of influence. However, I have got my highlight command, which makes a Twitch clip, posts a Twitch clip in chat, makes a chapter marker in the video recording, which means if I'm editing it, I can find the highlights like marked, and it also puts a chapter marker on the VOD in case I need to get a backup from Twitch or whatever. So hopefully that should make that kind of stuff more common, frequent, and effective. And also, it makes it so much easier to utilize. So like if I was to go something to the effect of if I was to be like, hey, this is a noteworthy clippable moment, then I would do this. And then I can even show you. So I can I can also name it. That's not bad. And then I have new. I use Firebot for everything now. So now if I go into this. There you go. So it also logs them in a text file so I can get them. And then you can see. So they're named, easy to find, easy to use. So like one of the big things, or one of the big intentionals has been to try and make things either as automated as possible or as functional, all that kind of stuff. The idea is to make it as automated, but then also to be able to make as many. So something I love is being able to make as many mistakes as possible. And still get it right. The duck is one of the tier 2, 3 emotes. I don't remember which. So that was added very recently. There are now. An automated game to play off. Well, let me tell you. Have I got the answer for that? Yes, I do. We all know this, right? The middle red thing is actually been around for a while. That's the hedgehog pie from FF9. So, I mean, like, let's be real here. Like, there's not even a dog in the fight. Like, you wanna play a game? There's one answer. And I'm not even joking. Like, I'm literally not even joking. Like, as far as I am concerned, like, this is the best version of what this is. You know, and you can say what you want and be like, oh, you're only saying that because L-Body's here. But it's not. Like, no word of a lie. Like, I talked about this. So there are 3 things that I've spoken about having on stream. One is doing words on stream, which is great. So that could be like for like the beginning, end of streams, or during breaks, I can put it on, and then, you know, that's an interactive game that people can do. Then you've got, like, the other one was Lurkbait, which is like a fishing game. So it's like an AF. You type in whatever, and then you can fish for things, and it doesn't have to be fish. Like, it's built in to do fishing, but then you can change the icons and images and the things. So you could fish for people or speed things. And then this is the other one, right? Which is like, it just doesn't, like, this is what it is. The fact that you can get, what, 6? I don't remember what the max is, but like 6 or whatever. And then in the most recent season, Elbod's added Espers to it. It's just crazy. Like, the amount of functionality in it is ridiculous, and it's free. Like, the fact that, like, Elbod has just designed this as what I imagine to be a passion project. And you could just have this, and it's integrated. You can do it through a browser. You can have it locally as well, I'm pretty sure. Like, pretty much making it as easy as possible for people to use. And it's just one of those great, like, RPG, like, light things that you used to play back in the day, where you would go onto a website and you'd have your character and you could buy, you know, a dagger, and you would go and raid something, and then you would buy a better weapon and you would go and do that. You know, it's that kind of thing. And it's Final Fantasy, and it looks great, and it plays great, and it's amazing. The only thing I haven't figured out, like, I'm in a bit of a pickle here, where in the stream redesign, I went super minimal. So, yeah, we've got the kind of thing where, like, the screen real estate is, like, all being used. So in order to get it in, I could maybe have it here, and we could, I don't know, maybe do something with the splits of the camera or something. It's doable, and it's something that, like, that is like very high on my on my list of would like to have on stream, and just haven't found a way for implementing kind of thing. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please tell me all the steps are correct here. But yeah, that's a super good. Now, how AFK playable it is, I don't know. So, like, I don't know if you can run it while offline. It wouldn't really make sense to run it while offline. You could maybe leave, like, the stream on overnight or something like that, and then, like, have a dedicated scene. So I'm sure, like, the game will function. Like I said, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can play it in browser, and you don't have to be signed into Twitch for it. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, it's so flexible in what, like, how you can use it. But again, I mean, like, you'd probably want some sort of dynamic feedback. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My life. Okay, let me just check some things very quickly. So, oh, okay, that's just a goof on my part. Makes perfect sense, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, like the idea, like these are like, I mean, there's a reason why the other thing's called lurk bait. Like, the idea is to give lurkers something to do. Like, it's a tricky one. There are lots of different takes on it. So there's this idea of, should it be totally fine to just watch a stream as if you were watching TV? And like most people, generally speaking, won't argue against that. But some people care a lot about the amount of chat engagement they get in the stream, which is entirely fair. And you might want to drive your engagement up. So having something where you don't have to, like, put yourself out there, talk to other people, socialize, potentially be in an awkward social situation, or have the expectation to talk with other people is very nice. So I think it's definitely good to have things that you can do that are enjoyable, low stress, low pressure, low expectation. And then you can get all the grades of where it's like, okay, I'm fully in on the stream. I want to talk to the streamer. I want to talk to the community. I want to talk to chat. I want to blah, 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 blah. Like, all the way to I'm quite happy to just have the stream on, have it muted, and just have it, like, just watch in the background. And being able to try to dynamically accommodate all of that is huge if you can. There's some people who don't tolerate it. Like, I've seen horrible call-outs before. Like, but of course, like you can get to the extremes where you may have seen clips of people who are like, where they're like, why are you not donating to my stream? It was like, I'm doing this for you. Like, I am putting all these hours in, and I'm doing so much work, and I know you all have money, so why are you not donating? And it's like, ooh, okay, no one likes that. So that level of entitlement, you know, I don't think you can win that one. I don't think anyone's going to be like, oh, this person, that's really reasonable. I actually hadn't considered donating before, but now that you've specifically said, like, called me out for not paying to watch you, I should do that. And then you get into things like hate watching, where, like, you intentionally watch someone to watch them get angry at things. And that can get really toxic really quick. But then all the way to things like where if you've got like a chat message that, let's say, it's someone, so someone types their first message in chat, and then the bot responds, and it's like, hey, this is your first message. Great to see you. You know, come hang out and talk. And you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Steady. Yeah, you know, like, I wasn't trying to, like, commit. It's not a relationship. And this, like, see, all that kind of stuff. Like, first message, when you follow a stream, all that kind of stuff. It's like, no. Hello, Nash. Lovely to hear from you. So, yeah, you've got all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's really good. And yeah, like, I mean, like, yeah, like a video that gets like 100 views long form, you'll get, you know, for a short, you'll get easily 500 or whatever. It's great. It's great for engagement farming. I think this is the right tile. I kind of like, my brain spaced out a little. But yeah, like, that's what it's about. Yes, I've been known to be hip. Yeah, I've noticed the same. So I think a lot of us are in the same boat. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Where you'll get, like, you know, you'll easily get, you know, a good couple of hundred for a short, and then maybe like 1 in every 10 or whatever the like range is, you'll just get like 1,000 or 2,000. You're like, ooh, pretty cool. But also, like, you get no money from them. Like, the difference, I can't remember what the partner settings are on YouTube, but it's like, it's something like for long form content, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 3,000 watch hours to get partnered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And for shorts, it's like, I don't remember what it is, but it's like 50,000, 100,000, 1 million or something. It's like, it's so many more like views compared to long form. All right, well, we've almost got to the end of the run. We're at the final boss now. There we go. So there was literally only like 2 screens where I just miscounted the steps by 1. So I probably accidentally double potioned last night when I was testing and stuff. But here we go. Oh, there's lots of stuff, PCAT. Like, it's same with anything. You can get as into it as much or as little as you want. Like, that's really what it is. So you can get as deep into the rabbit hole or as shallow as you want. All right. And that's great. And just because there might be, like, there's a thing that happened a while ago. So obviously a lot of us will be familiar with the hot tub streams. And then the booba streamers, and then I can stream naked, but as long as I don't actually show anything and I just crop the camera correctly, that's cool. And I can get lots of money from that. And then that got banned, and then they brought in the, like, there's like tags or something where you can say whether your content is explicit or not. All that kind of stuff. So then, it went from like, we're just turning a blind eye because we're making lots of money. That's assumptive, not fact. To, the like, no, and then, but we can if you do this, and then blah, blah, whatever, blah, 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 blah. So there we go. Voting, you say? I hope this works. I just want to let everyone know that I have nothing to give from this. It's really important that everyone knows that. Like, I just have it's good to have a raffle command. You never know if you're going to raffle something off. Did I? Oh. I didn't even enter. What? What? That can't be right. But like do I have to close it then draw? Hang on. Right. So if I do this, it'll say no. Great. So. Right. Okay. No. So here we go. So raffle. Yep, got it. Okay, now. Right, so I just want to make it really clear, just so that everyone knows there's no cheating involved. So this is the file that's being updated, all right? Now, I want to do draw again and see what happens. Let me just check the code. Right. Command. Exclamation mark draw. Right click. Edit. Toggle command. Enter to off. Chat command. Read. Yeah, it reads. Yep, that's the random one. I don't think so. Because when I do draw, I actually might not even have a raffle close command. I used to, but I'm pretty sure I got rid of it. I don't even have to do raffle open. I can just do raffle. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's just raffle. Nice. Okay. I forgot what I did. Yeah, there isn't a raffle close. The last time I had raffle open, enter raffle close. I've now just got raffle because I don't need it because I can do more things. All right, here we go. We're not going to draw. Okay? We're not going to draw. And it's going to be totally fair. Oh my god. What? 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 No, there is a world in which the problem was that I went into the text file. What is this nonsense? Okay, hang on. Clear the file. Right. Let's try one more time. Because I did mess with some things. I'm gonna not enter and see. Oh, I know what it was. Oh, that's why I did the command the way I did, I think. Hang on. Because it adds a space in the bottom. So I think it can choose the yeah, I want to do like random true. I've now also just messed with the command another time, but I believe this time it's going to work. Right, we ready? Here we go. Ta-da! It worked. Right, we can do one more just to make sure there's no bias. No bias. Anyway, while we're doing that, so FF3 is now tick done. So that means we're ready to move on to FF4. Now, FF4 is going to be tricky, maybe. And the reason why FF4 is going to be maybe tricky is that my credit warp notes are useless here. Because when you do 64 floor, you actually skip parts of the game and you can't get to the extra bosses. So what I'm going to do is what I always do when something goes wrong in Final Fantasy IV, and it's use Exodin's website because it's ridiculously good and powerful. Now, to do all bosses, I have a few options. Oh, Jesus, thank you for 5 months. Hoorah! Thank you. So there's no credit warp. There's no 64 Rosa. There's no 64 Edge and Excalibur. There's no 64 Rosa Marathon. And there's any % glitchless. I don't think we need to do a glitchless run. And I think it's either Rosa or Rosa Marathon I did when I raised 0 last time. But I think once we get to space and CPU, we do want to... I think we do want to level up more than what you normally do to make the ending easier, because I died to so many fights. And again... It's just this is the thing when you play the original version, is that you can only save outside dungeons in the world map. So when I go in to fight a boss and I need to go in and fight like 3 King Behemoths or whatever as sub bosses or mini bosses on my way to the main boss, and they can one shot me or they can kill whatever, it just makes it so hard. So even though I can kill everything, I can't reliably do it. So I'm gonna have to figure it out. It's all bosses for everything, Elbod. So the idea is that in July, Zero Scar and I will be racing a big all bosses Final Fantasy marathon, similar to what we did last year. Hopefully it should just be better, really. So we're looking at some options. So the main reason why I'm doing the all bosses routes is because they don't exist for a lot of the early games, certainly not in the original editions. So I've now finished FF 1, 2, and 3 all bosses routes for the Nintendo version, which anyone is welcome if you'd like to try it. You can have the notes and on the resources and whatever. So that's now finished. But additionally, there's no all bosses route for 4, 5, and 6, as far as I know. Now, there's a 600% and a true 100% and all espers, all things. So I know about that stuff, but there's no, like, all bosses. So how we're going to tackle it probably, Elite, is... so Zero doesn't have 11 or 14. He will not be running the MMOs. But he does run 13.2 and Lightning Returns and World of Final Fantasy. So what we'll probably do is have an incentive where I'll do the MMOs because that's something people know that I do, and he'll do some side games. I might do 10.2 as well, because that is something that I have run and do love. So something like that. It's unlikely we'll be doing hard side games like Tactics or tries to think of any other side games, even though I literally have them all written down. No, all that, like, you don't have to fight all the bosses to get the Aspers. Like, you don't have to fight any of the extra dragons or whatever. I also don't own Typo, and I know it's called Type 0, but I call it Typo because that's fun. Let me get the side games. Here we go. Oh yeah, there's like FF Legend 1, 2, 3, Revenant Wings. Tactics Advanced. All that stuff. Oh, Crystal Chronicles, absolutely. Have to do that. Yep. Yeah, the PS2 one. Why can't I remember what it's called? With Vincent, actually a really fun run. I was like, I heard all the nonsense about it. I heard all the hate for it, and I played it, and I was like, this game is awesome. Now, fair enough. Dirge of Cerberus, that's it, absolutely. So, like, fair enough. The game casually, I didn't love, but playing, like, fast, like a fast playthrough was super fun in Dirge. Loved it. But yeah, like, there are, like, 30-something side games. I put it, it was a project I wanted to do, tried to do. But yeah, it got just wild. It just got crazy. Yeah. Anyhow, I'm gonna go to bed because it's definitely bedtime now. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll be focusing on Final Fantasy IV. So I'll probably just be figuring some stuff out. I imagine, of course, Final Fantasy Explorers. There's also Warriors of Light for mobile. Anytime, Elbod, like, very sincerely, like, I think it's a phenomenal product. Like, that everyone should know about. Anyhow. Games. Oh, yeah. Breathe Exvius. Let's go. Let's run it. All of that stuff. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was like, there's something I wanted to check, and I forgot what it was. And it was, where are we at with our... what do you call those things? Incentives? Channel point incentives. Oh, the draw! Oh, I'm so sorry. Draw! Monster Cardo! Which I want to be an audio alert of some sort, but I haven't quite figured out the best way to do it. Yeah, there are a couple of audio clips I was listening to recently, and I was like, oh. on that. Waiting at the mechanic on your plate. Oof. Sounds good to me. Look who's on. Yeah, absolutely. And laptops are like so doable for it now, which is great. It's super good. Right. Wanted to do a thing, immediately forgot to do the thing. Extend. All right, so we've got Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, 32%, and then the next League Day. So, yeah. All right, well, I'm going to call it there, my dudes. Have a splendiferous evening. I know. I mean, oh my gosh, that was like so much inner turmoil and stress. But yeah, as ever, we'll try to be on time tomorrow, which means that I'll absolutely not be on time. But I'll do my best. We're aiming for 6 o'clock, and we'll get that done. And then Friday off. Saturday, we do have our monthly League of Legends, which I need to set all the layouts for because I haven't done that yet. Oh, it's going to be a misery. Okay, someone remind me on Friday to set up the stream for Saturday. Because every time I add a game now, I also have to add all this. Everything's a different thing, right? It's great, but it's a lot. So for example, like I can just go through each of the things. So this bar at the top, that's its own thing, right? So that's one asset. The splits, second asset. That's controlled independently. Chat, that's controlled independently. Camera, that's controlled independently. Game, that's controlled independently. And then the background, I can remove it, but you're not going to see it. But then also, all the audio channels are all that. So every time I do a thing, I need to like add and remove. And then set the automation. So for example, if I want to go to camera, that's a thing. I need to turn things on and off. Anyway, very cool. We'll talk later. I'll catch you on Patreon soon because it's about to raid. Bye-bye.